And it's most important to know that all of our services that we provide are completely free. So it's really our goal to help students with their post-graduation, post-secondary goals. And I'll speak a little bit more as what that looks like. Um, but currently, with our partnership with Tempe Union High School District, if you attend one of these schools, you may see one of our advisors there. We support all six of the Tempe Union High School district schools. We have a advisor who's there placed in the counseling center or college and career center there. So we also have an office at the Tempe Public Library, and we do provide some virtual advising as well. So I'll encourage you all to go to our website, which is tempe.gov/College Connect. There you can actually book an appointment, see what our schedule is like, especially after this workshop. If you have some more questions, would like some more one-on-one support, we can support you in that way. So just to give you an idea of the kind of services that we provide in advising, we go over anything that includes financial aid, completing and filling out your FAFSA, or even if you just have questions about completing the FAFSA, applying for scholarships, filling out college applications. And it's not just limited to college, but also we provide career readiness support. So if you need assistance with building a resume or having someone look at your resume, interviewing skills, job searching, college career exploration, all those lovely things. We partner with a lot of different school partners. So our in-state, public in-state universities, Maricopa Community College Foundation, and some other college and career support programs as well. So we try to be the one-stop shop for you all and connect you to other resources there. And all right, before one other thing I wanted to mention is that for any students who are here, if you do sign in, your name will be entered into a drawing. So I'll actually have my colleague Delana, who's going to be speaking more about College Connect scholarships, talk about this one. But just so you all know, your name will be entered for this workshop and any other workshops or advising that you do. Your name will be entered every time that you participate in an advising or a workshop. So that's another reason for students who are here to sign in so we can put you into that drawing, which we do at the end of the school year. All right, so I'm going to get us started. The first scholarship opportunity that we're going to be talking about is through Arizona Community Foundation. We didn't have a representative who could speak on this, but this is pretty brief, so I'll be speaking on their behalf. This is a great opportunity, especially you see that there's 160 plus scholarships available. Now, it doesn't mean you have to apply 160 times. The beauty of this is that it's just one application that you have to apply for. And based on what you fill out for that application, you will be matched for these 160 plus scholarships. So, and all it takes is just one that you have to apply for that can make you potentially eligible for these other scholarships. It's that easy. The application opens up in January. However, if you do visit the website azfoundation.org/scholarships, you can actually see all the scholarships, get some more information about them, give you a kind of a heads up what to expect, especially if you do see some scholarships that you feel like may apply to you. So it's something that you can look forward to when they open up in January there. And a lot of them are either going to be merit-based or need-based scholarships there. So something to keep in mind that I would highly encourage you if you want to learn a bit more about the scholarship opportunities. They are offering some virtual workshops. So here are some dates here. And also this reminded me to mention that this webinar is being recorded. So don't worry if you don't catch everything all at once. We will have this recorded up on our YouTube channel. We'll also be sending this video directly to you all through our Eventbrite email system there as well. So don't worry if you don't catch it all there. But this has some additional information as well, some essay question prompts to help prepare students for the scholarship essay portion there. All right. So I'm gonna throw it over to our first presenter of the evening, who is Diana Miller with Tempe Union High School District. And I'm gonna get your camera up and ready here, Diana. All right, you are all set to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you all to share some of the opportunities that are available to our Tempe Union High School students. And there are a few in here that are available in different forms to other schools and districts as well. So I'll be pointing those out. So the first one that we have to talk about this evening is Tempe Diablos. Tempe Diablos is an organization here in Tempe, and they offer scholarships to students that are interested in attending ASU or Maricopa Community College. And for the second year, they are also offering a trade scholarship, a one-time trade scholarship to students who are interested in attending an accredited trade or vocational school in Arizona, and they have information on what schools qualify for that. The scholarship for ASU and Maricopa Community College is a renewable scholarship, and it is $2,000 a year, so up to $8,000 over 4 years. And then, like I said, the trade one is a one-time scholarship. That application is open now. It closes in January. There is an interview that happens in February, and you're notified in spring. And very cool with this organization, they do a big dinner in May to celebrate our scholarship award recipients with a nice dinner that your family gets to attend. So check that one out. It's a big one. That is available to students of Tempe Union High School District or any student who lives in the city of Tempe. All right. Next, we have Maya Learning is our Tempe Union High School District College and Career Readiness platform. There is a scholarship that is available for students who complete some tasks in that platform. This one obviously is only available to any student using Maya Learning, and Tempe Union is the only one in our area. But information about what tasks you have to have completed are listed in the link that you'll get later. It is open now, and those tasks need to be completed by January. Next scholarship for anybody living in Maricopa County is the East Valley Women's League. They have a scholarship that is a one-time $2,500 scholarship that is for trade or technology certificate programs. That is open now, closes in February. And there's more information about what accredited schools are available on the link of their scholarship website. Our next scholarship, also available through East Valley Women's League, is for female students living in Maricopa County, graduating from a Maricopa County school, who plan to pursue a career in trades or technology. This is for students planning to attend a 4-year college or university. It is renewable, $5,000 a year for 4 years, so that's a total of $20,000 that's available. That one is also open now and closes in March. Our next scholarship is Dollars for Scholars. Now, Dollars for Scholars, our scholarship is unique to Tempe Union. However, a lot of other districts have a version of Dollars to Scholars. This is for those smaller scholarships that people want to donate to the district or school specifically, and they house them all in one place so that you do one application and can be eligible for any number of scholarships that are available. I know for our district, we've got over 50 $1,000 scholarships available for our students. You fill out the application, it matches you to the scholarships that you meet the criteria for, and then you complete the rest of the information you need for those scholarships. It's also open now and closes in February, and then we have a nice ceremony in March. Again, a lot of other districts have a similar program for these kinds of smaller scholarships where you just apply once for people wanting to donate money specifically to their district for scholarships. Our next scholarship is the Wood Foundation Scholarship. Again, this one's specific to Tempe Union High School District. However, Gilbert and Mesa also have a Wood Foundation Scholarship, and our students don't compete against any other district. So Gilbert and Mesa, their scholarships are open just to their students, and they don't take away from any of our scholarships in Tempe Union. It is renewable. The amount that they award varies based on what your need is each year. So you have to submit some information so they can determine how much scholarship money they're going to award you for the year. It can be used at any Arizona State College or university. That also includes community college. If you're choosing to do community college for a couple of years and then want to move to university, you can use it for both, as it's up to 4 years that you can get scholarship money. It will be open in January. It will close towards the end of March. And our students are treated to a nice luncheon at the end of the year for those who receive the scholarship. Those applications are on hard copy and they'll be available on your sites in January once it opens. Our next scholarship is Tempe IDA. This is open to students of Tempe Union High School District. And it doesn't say on there, it's also open to students in Tempe through other avenues. But there are scholarships for each campus for a boy and a girl to attend any Arizona State University. And it will open towards the end of December and close in April. And the minimum is $1,000, but oftentimes they award more than that for each of our recipients. If you don't attend Tempe Union, check with your school district to see if they offer the Tempe IDA scholarship as well, because a lot of other schools have it as well. And our next scholarship is Raise Me. This is a platform where you can get micro scholarships for various achievements and things that you have done throughout your high school career. You can start building up some funds in Raise Me in 9th grade, and it can be used at a lot of different schools, including ASU. And you can do that anytime by going to Raise Me and creating your profile and then starting a log of all your achievements, and that account will grow. So hopefully you'll have some money for school by the time you graduate that you've built up just based on achievements and the community service and things that you've done. And our last slide, for Tempe Union High School students, we do have our national list in Maya Learning, but we also have all of our local scholarships posted under the financial tab. And then just looking at some other possible scholarship places to look. I know that Stephen's going to talk about the scholarships for our Tri-U schools, but other schools often have a spot where they list scholarships that are open just to students who have applied and are attending their school that you can check out. Adrian already mentioned the Arizona Community Foundation, and there are some other links there for some other possible search engines for some additional scholarships that are just available to anyone who meets the criteria of those particular programs. So those are the scholarships for Tempe Union, some additional information, and thank you for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Diana. All right, now we are going to move over to Stephen Tokos, who will be presenting on the Tri-U scholarships here. So, Stephen, you can take it away.
Hey, welcome everybody. I'm presenting on behalf of Arizona State University, Northern Arizona, see, you got me slipping up, Adrian. Northern Arizona University and the University of Arizona. Again, my name is Stephen Tokos. I'm the Assistant Director of Financial Aid Outreach Initiatives here at ASU. I have a wonderful partnership working with NAU and U of A. We meet regularly and sometimes share presentation opportunities. So we'll go ahead and dive right on in. That's me again. And then again, we'll be covering all three universities for scholarship opportunities. So first and foremost, all three of us use something called Scholarship Universe. We each have our own different platform for Scholarship Universe, but this is really similar. You heard Adrian mention earlier, like the Arizona Community Foundation, where you get matched with different scholarships. This is the same idea, but instead of just a couple hundred, there are thousands of scholarship opportunities in Scholarship Universe. I was on ASU's Scholarship Universe earlier today, and there were over 6,600 scholarships in there. And the student completed their questionnaire to see which scholarships they would get matched with, and they got matched with about 85, which might sound like not a lot when compared to 6,600, but really to have 85 different scholarships that you didn't have to go and search for, this is a huge time saver. So get on with each institution. If you've applied to each of our schools, get on to Scholarship Universe for all of us and start applying for those different scholarships. Now to get into another really awesome program that's not quite a scholarship, but still really worth knowing about, that is offered at all three institutions. We have the Arizona Promise program. This is something that was created by the state to help students that have high financial need. Just keep in mind it is subject to state funding. So, depending on the year, there may be limited funds. There is no separate application for this. Students just need to meet this eligibility criteria. Our schools are going to evaluate students for it if we get an application to, ASU, U of A, or NAU, and we get their FAFSA by the appropriate date. So right here, you see that the student has to be an Arizona resident, a first-year student enrolling the fall semester immediately after high school graduation, full-time degree-seeking student that's eligible for the federal Pell Grant, is graduating from an Arizona high school with a GPA of 2.5 or higher, and having their FAFSA and ASU, U of A, or NAU application received by April 1. Again, this covers tuition and fees and is renewable all 4 years at each institution. Now, to get into some ASU specific information, we have the College Attainment Grant Program, which you might see is virtually identical to the Arizona Promise program. We've had this program for well over a decade. We're really happy that the state made a similar program to it. The main difference that you can see here in those eligibility requirements are going to be that later deadline. It's July 1 for a college attainment grant, and it doesn't the student doesn't have to have that minimum GPA of 2.5. When you look at ASU's admission requirements, there are multiple ways to gain admission, either the 3.0 core unaweighted GPA, top 25% class rank, a 22 on the ACT or 1120 SAT. As long as the student is admissible to ASU, they submit their FAFSA and we get their application, then they'll be evaluated for this as well. It also covers a student's tuition and fees and is renewable all 4 years. Along with that, there's the Obama Scholars Program. This is another really incredible program. Again, no separate application for it. That is only for Arizona residents starting the fall after high school graduation with a total household income of $42,400 or less. And the student must be Pell Grant eligible. They have to meet all course competencies. Those are our admission requirements, right? 4 English, 4 math, 3 lab science, 2 social science, 2 second language, and 1 fine art or CTE, along with either the GPA, class rank, ACT, or SAT score. We do award this based off of self-reported information. And this covers a student's tuition and fees along with a portion of housing, food, books, and supplies. We need to have that student's application and FAFSA received by January 15th. That's ASU's priority FAFSA date. Now, to get more into scholarship opportunities, we have some really awesome opportunities with our merit scholarships. We automatically evaluate students for these as well, so students don't have to worry about looking for that application. They just apply to ASU, you'll get evaluated for this. We're looking at the core unweighted GPA from your self-reported coursework, or if you choose to send your transcript in for evaluation when you get it when you're applying to ASU. Now, the core unweighted GPA is a little bit different than what's reported on your high school transcript because there's other grades that go into your overall GPA on your transcript. We aren't going to count, your PE class or if you were a student assistant or something like that. While I'm glad that you did PE or you were a student assistant, we want to look at those core classes, that English, math, science, and so on, and it is unweighted. So whether a student took AP, IB, honors, coursework, dual enrollment, they're not getting that extra grade point bonus. We look at a grade and say an A is an A, a B is a B, and so on. We do look at a student's class rank if that is available, and then we're also calculating how many of those course competencies a student is going to have complete by the time they graduate. A student who does 4 years of math is having a more challenging high school experience than a student that only does 3 years of math. Or if a student only completes 2 years of an approved lab science versus 3 years of an approved lab science. So we're rewarding that additional coursework, that additional rigor to a student's high school education by looking at those course competencies as well. We will also take into consideration a student's ACT or SAT score if the student provides them. They're not required in order to be evaluated, but if you send them to us, as long as we get them by May 1, we will reevaluate you for a potential scholarship increase. We have a scholarship estimator, which you can see linked on the slide, and that's what's in the image there, where you can plug in your info to see what scholarship you could be eligible for. And then finally, these awards are renewable. Not every school has renewable merit scholarships, and some schools try to hide that renewal criteria. We want to make sure you're aware of it. It's going to be maintaining a 3.0 GPA and completing 30 credit hours each year. All of our majors are designed to keep you on track with those 30 credits. You just need to focus on keeping your grades up so that you can get that scholarship each year. All right. After that, we always want to encourage students to go onto the finances tab of My ASU to track where they're at in the financial aid process. We actually just today, I didn't get the new screenshot to Adrian in time, but we just opened up the 25-26 tab for this year. So when you get your financial aid package, it's gonna post in here. When you submit your FAFSA, you can see in that tracker, step 1 is do the FAFSA. Make sure that you get that done. We're going to start updating that financial aid tracker in January once we get that data from the Department of Education. Just keep in mind that we will begin awarding financial aid mid-spring. And when you see the different types of aid on your account, you can see in this example, the scholarship, the President's Award, that's already been accepted for the student, but any loans or work study that are conditional aid, that's up to the student to accept or decline or adjust the dollar amount that they wish to accept. We always encourage students as well to take a moment to add their parents as a guest on My ASU. Oftentimes parents will call me or send me an email and ask, hey, Stephen, did my student get into ASU? And I will go and check their profile. And I have to confirm due to FERPA what their status is. If that student hasn't added their parent as a guest, then I can't talk with them. Now, the good thing is students have the opportunity to edit whether, what their parents can or cannot see on their account. So it's up to you, students, give your parents the permission that you want. But this way, parents, you don't have to steal your login, the login from your student. You get your own login. It's really convenient. If you want to go to the next slide there, Adrian. Voila, there it is, guest access. So you can see on the profile tab of My ASU, that's where you can go in, add your parent, give us their name, that email address, their relationship to you. And then parents, you get an invitation to that email. Students, you can always update this. If you don't want your parents to see your grades, that's up to you. Parents, if you're paying, I encourage you, hold out for those grades to get shown on there, but make sure that you get your account set up so that we can have those conversations. And then a quick overview of some important dates for ASU. Our Scholarship Universe portal opened back on October 1st, so it's still open. Most scholarships are going to have a deadline between December and February, so keep working on them right now. Put some time on your calendar over winter break where you might be sleeping in or staying up late or something like that. Make sure to spend some time applying for scholarships so that you have plenty of aid in there. The FAFSA is officially open, which is great. So get in there and start working on that. Our FAFSA priority date and the priority date for the Obama Scholars Program is January 15th. And you want to make the decision for whichever school you're going to attend by May 1. Now, if and when you have questions, you can always reach out to our friends here at College Connect Tempe, but I am the admission representative for Tempe Union High School District. Had the pleasure to work with them for the last couple of years now. So you can find my contact information there. If you happen to be watching this and you don't attend a Tempe Union High School, that's totally fine. Just scan that QR code and you'll find your admission team members' contact information. Now we're going to change gears a little bit, and I'm going to put my NAU hat on. I'll be a lumberjack for a couple minutes here. There's a lot of different financial aid opportunities offered through NAU as well. The key, of course, like I mentioned earlier, is step 1, apply. Step 2, do the FAFSA. NAU's FAFSA priority date is April 1, and they have lots of scholarship opportunities. Just like I mentioned, we use Scholarship Universe. They'll also have additional scholarship opportunities through that link, nau.edu/scholarships. They have a phenomenal program called Access to Excellence that is similar to some of the programs that I mentioned earlier, right? They offer the Arizona Promise program, but this is their own special version, an additional layer of aid for students that have a household income of $65,000 or less. And this is applicable for students that are going to be attending Flagstaff or other statewide campuses. Be sure to get that FAFSA done as soon as possible. This does provide additional funding and does apply as well to all of the federally recognized tribes in the state of Arizona. And I should mention, it does cover a student's tuition and fees for the fall and spring. And on top of that, there are merit scholarships offered by NAU as well. They have a really straightforward evaluation process. It's super convenient to be able to look at that and say, all right, what's my GPA? Keep in mind, again, they are looking at the core unweighted GPA, just like I mentioned with ASU. You don't need to hear that description again, but core unweighted GPA, they're going to calculate your GPA based off of, again, self-reported grades or your transcript, and that's going to determine which awards you're eligible for. Their lowest award at $2,500 all the way up to $11,688. That covers a student's tuition at NAU, and again is renewable all 4 years. However, just a quick note that this award is fixed at the first year tuition amount, the freshman award amount for the 24-25 year. That dollar amount, if tuition does increase, the scholarship will not increase. So just keep that in mind as you make those decisions. And then, of course, make sure that you accept your offer to attend NAU by May 1st in order to keep that scholarship opportunity. And then I mentioned just a few moments ago those financial aid opportunities with the FAFSA and their Access to Excellence Award. Be sure to get into Scholarship Universe to review different scholarship opportunities. I do want to highlight their federal school code 001082 in order to add them on your FAFSA form. And those next steps for NAU are going to be accepting your offer to attend, your financial aid offer. You can do so by paying that enrollment fee. Be sure to complete that enrollment and academic advising opportunity, apply for housing, get your financial aid done, and then finally check your NAU email address very often. When you have questions, just reach out to your NAU admission representative. Of course, we love, again, our friends at College Connect Tempe, but it's always best to touch base with the institution for the most up-to-date information. Just go to nau.edu/findmyrep. And then finally, I'll switch to my U of A hat and say bear down for just once and only once. We do have, U of A does have some awesome scholarship opportunities as well. No separate application for these. Students are automatically going to be evaluated for them when they're admitted to the University of Arizona. They also range based on a student's core unweighted GPA. So it's very simple to be able to determine which award a student might be eligible for, from $2,000 all the way up to $11,000. You can calculate your core unweighted GPA or just simply apply to University of Arizona and they'll determine which award you may be eligible to receive. If and when you have questions about the University of Arizona, scan that QR code to find your admission team member. And then on this next slide, I have their contact email and phone number. You can always reach out to them, call them, email, whatever works best for you. You can schedule an appointment with your recruiter as well. And now I can take off my U of A hat.
Awesome. Thank you so much there, Stephen. And now we got it recorded that you said bear down, so can't deny that one there. But we really appreciate you representing for all three of the universities here. And if you happen to meet with the College Connect advisor first, definitely kind of to Stephen's point, we'll always refer you or to the representative of that university so you can get more in-depth support from that institution there. So we're gonna next go to the community college side. So for any of you who are considering on going to community college or starting there first, there are some opportunities there for you. So I'm gonna invite Dominique Mena, who is going to be speaking on behalf of the foundation there. So Dominique, if you are able to have your camera on, I could share it up here. All right, so let me get the slide ready for you. All right, you are all set, Dominique.
Perfect, thank you, Adrian. Hi, everyone. Welcome today. I'm excited to tell you more information about scholarship opportunities. If you are considering on attending a Maricopa Community College, that's what I did when I was a student. And I have attended GCU too, but I transferred back to community college and felt like it was the right fit for me. But yeah, our team with the Maricopa Community College Foundation helps our students get awarded at any of the 10 colleges. Whether you're living in Tempe, maybe Rio Salado is the closest one to you. And if you're outside of Tempe, there's probably a closer a community college that's pretty close to you. A little bit about the foundation is that since 1977, there has been over $40 million in scholarships awarded to our students. That's a lot of scholarships. And also something to note is that our average student course load is about part-time, which is 6 credits. So the average award per student who gets awarded a scholarship typically is around $700, which covers the cost of the average course load. So you can pretty much get your tuition covered. And with our scholarships. And I would like to note that in 2022 and 2023 recently, that just that within that academic year, over $3.7 million in scholarships and also emergency funds, which we just offered to students who are going through financial hardship, that was awarded total that year. And yeah, I would like to note that we do have a shared vision across all of 10 of the community colleges to make education affordable and accessible. And so hopefully you won't feel discouraged to apply and see what opportunities that you may have when you are attending one of the community colleges. And just to also note that with our scholarships, there are many different eligibility requirements. You don't need a 4.0, and also you don't need to be an honor roll student or hope that you get an athletic scholarship. There's merit-based scholarships to recognize students who do qualify for those merit ones, or also there's financial need-based scholarships, as well as community service scholarships, and even scholarships if you're a parent and you're balancing your education as well. Some of the requirements is that it is FAFSA is not required, so if you don't qualify for federal aid, there's still opportunities for you to get awarded a scholarship potentially. DACA students and international students are also welcome to apply. And just to note, over 98% of our funds do not require proof of citizenship. And again, it does not need, your FAFSA does not need to be completed or submitted. Next slide, please. Okay. So here are the important dates of when to apply. Our application just recently closed on Halloween, and it will be reopening on March 1st. You can take a picture of this if you like, or I believe on the tip sheet, it has our website there where you can also see the dates on the tip sheet that you were provided during this presentation. So March 1st, the scholarship application will open, and then you have until April 30th to submit it. So I want to walk you through the timeline of how this would look. For example, if you're considering on attending a community college in August, let's say this upcoming August, you submit your application in March, as let's say you're very excited to hopefully attend a Maricopa Community College and you apply March 1st. The application will close on April 30th. It will be undergoing a review process for about 2 months, and then students should start hearing back whether or not what scholarships they may have been awarded in June or July. That way you can kind of know what scholarships you can apply to your tuition, books, fees, supplies right before the semester starts. And I would like to also say that the scholarship amount does kind of vary. There's hundreds of different scholarships, so the total amount, yeah, does vary. But it also depends on how many credits a student is taking as well. That also impacts it. Okay. And so going through the scholarship process, again, we try to make it easy. There's one general application. I know you've been hearing that pretty frequently through this presentation, but it's just one simple application that auto matches you to hundreds of scholarships that you may be eligible for. The QR code there in the corner will take you to our application. It will say closed currently, but again, on March 1st, when that day comes around, you'll be able to go in and submit it. It contains just 3 major questions and just information about you to connect you to various scholarships. So my best advice is just to answer those questions as accurately as possible. There in the middle of the paragraph, I know it's a little small, but it does say, if you're not a Maricopa Community College student yet, click here. When you do click on that link, it'll take you to just quickly and easily apply to be a student, and then you'll receive your student identification. That's the only thing you need before you start applying for scholarships. You don't need to know what classes you're going to take or what major you are yet. You do still have time to decide that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility to kind of, it gives you a lot of flexibility to, excuse me. It gives you a lot of flexibility to see what opportunities that you may have with the upcoming semester. So let's say you receive your student ID and you click student login on the next slide. This is how it would look when you get your student identification or MEID. And then next slide, please. And then there in the middle, you'll see the general scholarship application link. You can start the application just by clicking on under the tasks. And that's where you can submit all of your application answers there. Another word of advice is just not to use AI while you're completing your application. That's just another tip. We don't ask for letters of recommendation with our general scholarship application, and we don't ask whether or not you've completed your FAFSA. Some scholarships are need-based again, and sometimes FAFSA will support that. Our application again is really simple, where it asks pretty much 3 major essay questions. So once you're done and submitted your application, you can click there at the bottom where it says apply now for additional opportunities, additional scholarships, which will take you to even more opportunities for scholarships. The reason why they're separated is because they may ask you for an additional question or 2 for you to fill out. On the next slide, we'll go ahead and take a look at an example of what it may look like. So Spot 127 is one of those additional scholarship opportunities, which you can find underneath My Opportunities once you apply and submit your general scholarship application. So once you go through there and find Spot 127, on the next slide, you'll see how the application will look. So these are the questions that Spot 127 will ask. And once you press save, you've submitted another scholarship application specifically for that extra scholarship, Spot 127. I know there's a lot of information here, and I hope that, personally, I hope that with this presentation you can take away that there are many opportunities out there for you to receive a scholarship, but also that there's a lot of support. One of the resources that you can receive is just by setting up a one-on-one session with any of our scholarship coordinators. It's really nice because it's virtual, so you don't have to worry about traveling. And they can help you look over your essays, help you with scholarship tips, give you one-on-one advice and assistance. Another scholarship resource is just on our website. If you navigate to Maricopa Community Colleges Foundation, under the scholarships tab, you'll be able to see additional tips and tricks videos, essay tips, frequently asked questions. There's even videos and tutorials on how to complete your FAFSA. So these are all there for you. And some additional resources on top of that is you can always reach out to our foundation team, where even if it's anything about the application dates, which are listed in the application itself, it's listed at the very top. But if you forget something that was mentioned here, or if you're interested in attending a Maricopa Community College, or you want more information about a specific degree or program, we can help you get to the right place. So on the next slide, if you wanted to take a picture of the information, that's how you would reach out to our team. Thank you, everyone.
Dominique, thank you so much for this helpful information here. I'm gonna get us ready for our last presenter of the evening. We will have Delana LaForce from our College Connect team, who's gonna be highlighting some of the scholarships that we offer through College Connect. And Delana, I'll hand it over to you.
Good evening, everybody. Like Adrian mentioned, my name is Delana LaForce, and I help support our College Connect program here with the City of Tempe. So we have a few different scholarships that we offer through College Connect. You'll notice the first, we do a scholarship drawing. So this is something that you don't have to apply for. Our eligibility requirements are that you attend at least one workshop. So by attending this workshop and any future workshops, you'll be entered into the drawing. Any advising sessions that you do with the College Connect advisor will put you in the drawing, and you can be entered in multiple times. So if you meet with an advisor multiple times, you attend multiple workshops, you'll get an entry per time that you meet or attend a workshop. You do have to be a current high school student for that. And we do 8 of those, so 8 high school students will get $1,000 for that. We'll do the drawing at the very end of the school year, and the winners will be notified by email for that. And then we have some additional scholarships. So we have the Ron Pies Environmental Justice Scholarship. This is for students who are interested in pursuing environmental justice as a career or education. This is for current 11th and 12th grade students. And there's a short application that you'll have to fill out, a very short essay piece that you'll fill out, and you'll talk about what environmental justice means to you, and then any current activities that you're involved in and future plans that you have to make a difference in the area of environmental justice. And then our next scholarship is the Honorable Robin Arredondo Savage ROTC Military Scholarship. This is for any students who are interested in attending ROTC during their college journey, or if you're going straight into military service after you graduate from high school. This is for 10th to 12th grade students. And that is also a $1,000 scholarship. And then our next scholarship is the PFC George Kirk Scholarship. This is for Native American students, 11th to 12th grade. And this is also a short application. In this application, you'll talk about your post-secondary plans and your cultural background and how that informs your future goals. So for these 3 scholarships that I mentioned, all of them have a very short application where you'll fill out some short essay questions, and they're all $1,000, and there's one winner for all of these scholarships. All of these are currently open and on our website right now. And then if you'll note at the bottom, for all of these additional scholarships, you will have to meet with an advisor or attend a workshop. So since you've attended a workshop, you have completed that requirement of the application. The deadlines for all of these are April 30th of 2025. And I know we covered a lot of scholarship information over the course of this night. We are going to be sending out, in addition to the video, an additional document that's going to have some tips on applying for scholarships, researching scholarships, and then there's going to be a document that has all of the links listed out for all of the scholarships that we talked about tonight, and some additional ones as well, so that you'll have an easy resource to navigate all of the scholarship options that we've talked about. So those are the scholarship opportunities I have to share with you. And then here you could book an appointment. Like I said, we have the advisors available. If you do attend a school within the Tempe Union High School District, if you visit your counseling office, you should be able to find somebody that can help you book directly with an advisor on campus. If you don't attend a school within the Tempe Union High School District, then you can book with somebody here at the library. We have, if you notice on our bookings page, we have some limited spots available right now, but we are going to be opening up some more availability. So if you don't see something right now, keep checking, because we're going to keep that updated as we get more availability with our advising staff.